I'm so used to being criticized.
So is he.
And it's true. That's how we talk to each other. It's how my family talks to each other. And it's not healthy. But it's normal. And it's almost like if we get sensitive, it's weird. I was thinking this week, I've been needing my dad a lot this week because he's been helping me with my daughter. But all he does is talk to you guys. He is the number one talking dad of the universe. I'm like, can you shut the up? I literally told him that. That's how we talk to each other. It's not healthy. He literally had a key to my house because he did something. He came in at 1:00 in the morning. Me and my daughter are asleep. He's like, where's my backpack? First of all, I'm alarmed. I'm just an intruder. He's like, it's me. I'm like, it's up here. He's literally talking to me as he's getting it. You parked in the street. Where are the keys? What the f*** would you park like that? I was just like, I couldn't even respond. But it dawned on me this week. I'm like, I'm so used to being talked to this way. I'm so used to being criticized.
So is he.
And it's true. That's how we talk to each other. It's how my family talks to each other. And it's not healthy. But it's normal. And it's almost like if we get sensitive, it's weird. Like, you know what I mean? And it's probably my inner voice is that criticism. And that's a crazy, weird realization.
Yeah, your dad is your inner voice. Like that voice, the way that he talks is the way you talk to yourself. And so it's not even yours. And here's the enormous opportunity. You're strong enough to withstand the eye rolls and the, oh, for God's sakes, from your family, to be the one that actually shifts the way that everybody shows up for each other. It would be transformational for you to go, hey, I am tired of this. Life is hard enough. I actually need some love from you, Dad. And I love you. I need you. But I can't have you come over if you're going to talk me. I need something else from you.
It's so crazy to watch your parents, your dynamic with him, because they love each other so
Sure they
much.
do.
He shows up for her. Like, I mean, I know that you guys have your, but like, he's a great grandfather. Like, he shows up, but he does. He talks the whole fucking time. But he's like has this happy demeanor as he does it. So it's like, it's weird. And then they're talking. I'm listening to them talk. The other day, yesterday, I was like, you guys only get one daughter and one grandfather. I'm like, you guys need to stop talking to each other.
Yeah, why not?
You guys are talking. He's literally.
What do you want it to be
he's
like?
Help doing everything. That he's
Can you give us an example? What does he say?
He was just like, oh God, like, I wish my daughter would just get her together. Like, she's just, everything's everywhere. And like, what was he saying? He was just saying like, yeah, he did say, he even acknowledged that he's like, and the way you parked in front of the house, it was crazy. And she was like, well, Dad, you were at the house at 1 a.m. And Luna's there too. And Luna's her daughter. So she's hearing them talk. And it's so normal for them. It's not normal for me because that's not how me and my family communicate. Whatever, we have our own up communication, but that's a whole other episode. But it's more passive aggressive.
I know that one.
So it's like secret nice. They're just like straight to the point. And I was like, this is hilarious. It was funny, but it's not funny. But it was funny because I was like, they love each other so much. They're literally doing things for one another as they're talking to each other.
Well, it's sort of like if you're raised in a household that speaks English, you learn English.
True.
Mm-hmm. It's where whatever the vibe, the language, the content, the tone, whether it's passive aggressive, whether it's a silent treatment, whether it's talk, and maybe another way that you could do this instead of like drawing a boundary is make a commitment to yourself and the game that you're going to play when you send yourself into the game of life with a high five is today, no matter what my father says, I'm not talking to him.
Oh, wow.
Like, don't
try to break.
Maybe say thank you.
Yeah. Dad, thank you. I know you're just worried about me. I love you too. And watch the tone.
Which is also super hard for me to do that.
Like to be nice to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
sometimes it's hard for me to like give words of affirmation because that's not what I'm used to hearing. Like I can think about nice things and I'm kind. I'm kind. I'll do things for you.
Well, do you know that you have the right to sit your father down and say, I do not want my daughter to talk like this. And starting today, I need your help changing the way we treat each other, Dad. I love you. I do not want to go to the grave talking to each other like this. You show up physically, but emotionally, verbally, it's brutal. Can we work on this together for her?
I'm so glad this is recorded.
Yeah, make her listen to this.
Hold on, I have something to say, Dad.
This is from me to you, from Mel.
Because trust me, he probably doesn't hear it. He doesn't know how much it hurts you.
I don't know.
Because you yell back, right?
It's how they communicate. I think it's so simply put, but I feel like that's all it really would. I feel like your dad would be receptive to that. I think he would. He's going to talk shit a little bit because it's just in his nature to talk shit.
True.
And it takes a second to do the unlearning, and maybe he needs to high five himself too.
Well, that comes from like hardness and pain.
Yeah.
Like I can't only imagine how he was talked to in his life, that he does it so casually with you. And you've only ever known this, which is why you're accepting it. But you're no longer a child in his house. You're a grown-ass woman in her own house.
Right. And you're
who
in my
is
house
building
too.
an empire. And you get to say how somebody talks to you now. You get to say what relationship you would like to build with your dad now. You get to say where this habit, it's just a pattern, ends in terms of your family. And you get to say what is acceptable around your daughter.
That's powerful.
Not easy. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. But you can do it. And high-fiving yourself and affirming that you're worth it is literally going to help you do it.